Hello everyone, this is Johannes Lacroix here, and welcome to the first gameplay video in a very long time. But alas, it's time I started doing these again, but we're doing Forza 6 for this. I'm going to be talking about the 24 hours Nurburgring, or at least what I know of it, while I drive around the Nurburgring Nordschleife in the Black Falcon Mercedes-AMG, as you might be able to notice, with 21 other modern GT cars, so should be fun. Now, I am still a bit novel to this, but I know that this is, one of the proper tests for, driver's ability. And I know that last year, Maro Engel and Black Falcon won it. And Black Falcon are beasts at GT racing. They're like the Ferrari of GT racing, basically, so a way of trying to make this look like the Start und Ziel would be, whatever. But, yep. So we're gonna have tons of guys here in this one. Oh, apparently there's gonna be a Maserati in this as well. He has got no chance. Anyway, let me check something. Hold on. Checking the... Okay, so last year was an absolutely incredible last lap. I mean, it was a 1-2-3-4 finish for Mercedes, which was absolutely incredible. And it was the first race it ever took part in, the Mercedes-AMG. Here we go. See, this is fun. And here's my teammate next to me. This is probably Maximilian Buch and Frank Pereira. Nope. I'm Maro Engel here. At least I'm assuming that role. Maro Engel, he's been in Formula E for some time, and he hasn't been doing too well, but he's very good at this race. The 24 hours of the Nürburgring was absolutely incredible, that first race. I mean, people were busy watching Monaco and IndyCar, but if you wanted to watch the 24 hours of Nürburgring, which is sort of a local event, but it does have like international popularity with its live streams and stuff. Ooh, looks like a Ferrari got spun out there. Bunch of Risi Competition Ferraris here, battling for position. I'll talk about other stuff in another bit. Whoa! The big stuff. So, yeah, that finish was incredible, because the last lap as well, I mean, I'll look more into what happened when I have, a breather here in this. Alright, let's try and click on it. I can't drive when... And there are a lot of, and this year it's not shy of entries. I mean, looks like I hit a Viper by mistake here. I mean, Audi have the WRT racing team up there to try and take their chances at it, even though I doubt they are going to make it. And because of how sort of disappointing they have been so far. And then there's also Bentley, who's got, their usual guys, Maxime Soulet, Stephen Kane, and Guy Smith, but not Oliver Jarvis, because he's probably busy preparing for the next... What is he actually busy doing? Is he busy preparing for Blancpain or something? I don't know. But all I know is that Ollie Jarvis is not in it, and they'll also be fielding a third car filled with some of the local talent in some German drivers who... Oh man, Flugplatz is the best corner here. We got some German drivers in this one, and that's how you do it. Oh, Jesus! Jeez! What happened? I can't avoid that accident, can I? There we go. Alright, unscathed. Oh, my teammate just got past. Anyway, so, but one of the major news this year is that in the practice session that happened yesterday, a Hyundai, or as Europeans would pronounce it, a Hyundai, managed to get the fastest practice time, and they've also been very reliable so far. I don't have the entry list with me, but I'm just trying to recall what I can from memory. So, and the only non-American car to ever win the 24 Hours Nurburgring, won it 3 times, might I add, is the only non-American car was the Viper, which is, it's in one of those, by the way, one of those Risi Competizione cars seem to have crashed heavily. And, yeah. So could Hyundai, the Glickenhaus Racing team, one of the many German teams taking part in this, the Glickenhaus Racing team has, fuel efficient Hyundais, and with that fuel efficiency, I think they've managed to top the timesheets actually. And they might be looking to sort of take on the Germans here. And Row Racing have a couple of double jobs here, but they will be up against stiff competition like Black Falcon and Schnitzer, who are some of the most successful GT racing teams in history. Alright, come on. Maximilian, get out of the way. This is Maro Engel here, gotta get through. Anyway. Yeah. But Row Racing, they've got their golden boy, the Brazilian, Augusto Farfus. Augusto Farfus, and can't remember who else is in it. Well, also, I think it's just mainly the usual guys. I mean, Nicky Katzberg, and but Alex Lynn. One thing that's notable about this is that Alex Lynn is actually in this race. Alex Lynn is taking part, because so far, Alex Lynn, who is going to be a Formula 1 driver, as most of you guys know, but he didn't get that chance to be a Formula 1 driver, and he's had one brilliant WEC career, or endurance racing career so far. I mean, because he's already won the 12 Hours of Sebring, which is one of the hardest races, which is one of the most difficult races in the world. He won the 12 Hours of Sebring with the Wayne Taylor Racing. Whoops. So yeah, he won that with Wayne Taylor Racing, and in the World Endurance Championship with G-Drive, he took victory at Spa, and he's got Le Mans to do with them soon. So seem to have done some late braking there. Here we go to the carousel. And now he's doing another very difficult race to do, the 24 Hours of Nurburgring with BMW. So that's really interesting. I'm bad at the carousel. Took the outside line, I seem to be fine. So yeah, Row Racing, who is the main team in GT racing, the main GT racing team that fields the factory fresh BMW cars. They'll be up there, and Augusto Farfus will be doing both cars. There's going to be 2 factory BMW cars, the 42 and the 43. Augusto Farfus is going to be doing both of them, which is going to be pretty interesting. And I think also Alexander Sims is going to be in this as well. That was a bit of a bother there. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lot of, you know, really big names here. Mercedes, BMW, a lot of big German names. Along with some underdogs. I mean, Aston Martin, they've got one car, fielding it with the usual drivers. Darren Turner, and, wow, that was a bit of a mistake there. And Nicky Team. Oh, I think Nicky Team's in it. President Kimmy, you can correct me if I'm wrong on any of this. But, yeah. Oh god, the top 5's gonna be hard to get through in this bit. I just love this section of the track. Ah! Onto the grass, get off of it. And so this should be a pretty exciting race, to be honest, because we've got multiple German manufacturers going up against some British manufacturers as well. Bentley with M Sport and also Lorenz Vanthoor will be driving. Yeah, Porsche is also going to be in this as well with Lorenz Vanthoor, is it? Yeah, I think. Yeah, because he spent a long time in the Blancpain series, and he left recently to race for Porsche. Look at this. Beautiful. Coming up under pressure from the Dodge. I love this. So, yeah. Okay, I don't know how many times I've said so yeah by now. Probably 10. But anyway, that's a lot of times. So, the Nurburgring, in my opinion, should be a pretty good race this year, and especially since oh wow, a lot of guys are paying in this one. Especially since I think you know, should we see like another non-German manufacturer to win this race, it should be Bentley, because they've put a lot of effort into it, because they were this year so far as well. They've been generally front running, but consistently making mistakes. So you never really know when they're on point, or on form, whatever you call it. And I will make one of these prediction videos for, you know, all the major endurance races. So the Spa 24 hours, 1,000 kilometers of Le Castellet, 1,000 kilometers of Le Castellet, and... Okay, so this is the first of all those videos. So the next one's going to be the 24-hour Le Mans race, and then after that is the 1,000 kilometers of Le Castellet, and then and then the World Endurance Championship races, as per usual. And this is another thing about the 24 hours of the Nürburgring. As Le Mans is sort of like, you know, a test for cars, the Nürburgring is a test of driver strength. Can you manage to get around this very difficult track, you know, without crashing? You know, finishing this race is an achievement in and of itself. No, that was terrible. I don't like it when I clip the curb with the bottom of my thing. I'm making mistakes now. This is basically what happens to drivers after about 16, 17 hours of driving, you know, they sort of lose strength. And I can't quite remember all of the entrants so far, but I think there might have been a couple of Ferraris in it, but not quite sure. But generally, I think Black Falcon's going to be on top of it. Black Falcon, road racing for BMW, and, well, Glickenhaus has also been a bit of an underdog with Hyundai. Could see that happen. I mean, because since 1999, this has been, you know, like, this has also been sort of like a test for, this became a GT3 24-hour race rather than just a touring car 24-hour race, because that's not really a sports car series yet. That's one of the fastest parts of the track there. And so, I suppose this is where the video ends, because I don't have much else to talk about really about this, because I just like to sort of, you know, discuss what the synopsis of the race is, and sort of who's going to be driving, and who's on form so far. And Bentley seems to be on form so far, and we've got multiple German manufacturers that include Lorenz Vanthoor driving for Porsche, and who was it? And the synopsis is that Mercedes had a beautiful 1, 2, 3, 4 finish at the end of the 2016 race, in its very first race, which was incredible. And could we see that again? That's what the synopsis is. Or could we? And it seems also Hyundai are also being the underdogs here. Alright, so, just to try and finish this race here, it seems the Bentley is always the one that's up front. I wish that were true in real life. It's Maro Engel here, you gotta move out of the way, Sam Bird. Just like you do in Formula E. Well, that was a big hit there. I'm gonna let him go, and then try and catch up to him. You see, look, the Black Falcon. Oh yes, yeah, Black Falcon actually have Jelmer Berman and Adam Christodoulou, who are a couple of Super League Formula people that nobody's ever heard of, but yeah. Maro Engel, though, he's a master of GT racing, so he's bound to sort of be in a hunt. And Bernd Schneider. These are just some of the subjects that I forgot to cover. Bernd Schneider, he may be 53 years old, but he's still a major contender anywhere he goes. He's like, Bernd Schneider's very good at this. The carousel. Nope, let's not be a bully. The Bentley's pulling away here. How's that even possible? Especially when there's a Ferrari in front of it. No, let's not be a bully. Let's not be a bully. Now, That is how you pass around the carousel, folks. Maybe not with that bully shunt at the start. Come on. This is also another part of the Nurburgring thing, you know. If you want to pass someone, you have to wait until you've completed most of the track before you have room. Oh, well, it seemed that he just let me pass there for some reason. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, click the like button or the subscribe button, or leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. I'm just saying this now. Before it's finished. Imagine if this is actually what happened. I could actually be a prophecy maker. I could make a living out of making prophecies. So. Well, hence Murray Walker's famous quote, "I don't make mistakes, I make prophecies that immediately turn out to be wrong." Well, that was a bit of a shunt there. Once I'm able to pass for the lead, I'll be able to just say goodbye here, because that is an ideal passing point there, though. To be honest. Try it again. Apparently, I didn't get him there. Well, now I did. Alright, see you next time.